We got us a Walking Liberty Ender. My first find since I come over to bottom feed with Scott. Looks like we got us a big old dandy button. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah. Got us a Benji. Thinking we got some silver here. Oh no, it's not. We have us a Walker. We got us a cat bust. I can't make out a year or anything yet. That is awesome. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio, and we are back for Penny Hunt and Fill episode number 13. Got two more circulated boxes here in front of us. Looking for some more older wheats. Love to find some errors. It's been a while since we found any errors. Hopefully we can score one or two. We'll see. Love to find an Indian. Found two last year. Love to start out a penny hunt this year with an Indian found. But we'll get into these, see what happens. So currently where we stand, if you've been following along, if you've not been following along, there will be a link up above. Go ahead and click on that if you'd like to catch up. And those who are following, as you remember from our last hunt, this is album number 1, which is our 1909 through 1940. We currently have 12 spots filled in this album, so we have made some progress the last few hunts. So that's pretty awesome. And the next one is album number 2, which is our 1941 through 1974S. And we currently have 68 of the possible 87 spots in this album filled. Got some very nice, very nice pennies in this. Also got that wheat scent for steel set that we found a while back, which I never thought we'd find at all, so that was pretty awesome. So anyway, doing pretty good on this one. And then the last book will be book number 3, and this one will be our 1975 through our 2013 D, and we currently have 72 of 89 spots full. I know we have a little bit more work we can do. I've been pretty particular with what I pull out for this album because I feel like these should all be findable and in good condition. So let's quit messing around. Let's get into these boxes. I'll do this one here on the left first, this one second. I have checked. They are circulated. No obvious enders in the first row or two. So let's get into them, see what we find. I'll bring you back in when we score that first find. Roll 7, box 1. We finally found our first wheatie. And we have a 1955 out of Denver. Same roll, we have wheat penny number 2. And this one is a 1953 out of Denver. Roll 12, and we have wheat penny number 4 of the hunt. Right here towards the back. Looking like it's in pretty decent shape. Probably will be a 50s. And we have a 1958D. All right. 4 for the board. Got to be some more in here. Roll 17, and we have wheat penny number 5 of the hunt peeking out back here. A little older looking. And we have a 1945 out of Philly. Roll 18, and we have wheat penny number 6. Also looks like it's probably going to be a newer one based on condition. And it is a 1956 out of Denver. We'll check for that double mint mark on this. And it is not there. All right, wheatie number 6. Roll 20, and we have wheat penny number 7 of the hunt. This one does look a little more wore than some of the last few we have found. Hoping for a little older one. And we have a 1952 out of Denver. Roll 25, and we have wheat penny number 8 of the hunt. It was date facing, and it is another 1956 out of Denver. Go ahead and check that mint mark again. And I am not seeing it. We'll see you on the next one. Roll 26, and we have got wheat penny number 9 of the hunt. This one looks a little older. Looks a little more war on the back than the last few. We will see what we have. And we have a I believe that's a 1944 out of Philly. Oh, 1942 out of Philly. All right. Oldest of the hunt. Roll 27. And we have Wheat Penny. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be number 10, I believe. Back here towards the back. I see it peeking out. And we have a 1946 out of Denver. Not the oldest, but we'll take it. Roll 28. I do not see a Wheat Penny yet, but right here in the front, looks like we got a Georgievus the 6th out of Canada sticking out here. I do not find a ton of these. And this will probably be in the 40s or 50s. And it is a 1940 out of Canada. That's pretty awesome. I think that is the oldest one of these that I've found. I will definitely take that. Roll 29. And we have an ender. And I missed it. Didn't look at the end of this roll before I opened it. And it's date facing. And we have a 1945 out of Philly. Second one of the hunt. Wheat Penny number 11. Roll 33, and we have Wheat Penny number 12, date facing. It is a 1951 out of Denver. I believe that's Denver. Let me confirm that. It almost looks like an S, but it's really hard to tell. It is an S, 1951 S. May need that for the album, possibly. All right. We will see you on the next find. Roll 40, and we have Wheat Penny number 13 of the box, and I think this is one we're going to need. It was date facing when I uncovered it, and we have a 1934. I believe that is a Denver. Yes, it is 34D. I think we need that one for the album. That's awesome. So we got a 30s in the box. Roll 43, and right towards the front of this roll, just pushed it down. We got a Wheat Penny here sticking out. Probably going to be a newer one based on the back. And it is a 1944 out of Philly. Roll 47. And we have Wheat Penny number 15 of the hunt. It is another 1956D. But we will take it. Roll 49. And this is what originally drew me in here. Was this Canadian. 1982, number 3 of the box, but this is what I seen peeking out right here. It looked old. I peeked at it. We got us a 1924. It is a Philly. Too bad it wasn't a Denver. It would be a semi-key, but happy to have it. I'm pretty sure we need that one for the album. It's a little worn, but it could be a lot worse. We'll take it. Wheat Penny number 16 of the hunt. Roll 50. And we're going to get, I believe it to be Wheat Penny number 16. 17. Wheat Penny number 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, Wheat Penny number 17 of the hunt. Date facing, I can tell it is a 1951D. But happy to have it. 17 in a box is awesome. A few more coins to go through here. We'll do a quick, brief wrap-up of this and get into box 2. All right, bring you back in for a quick wrap-up. First box is hunted. Got through those 50 rolls. Go over the finds real quick, and we're going to get into box 2. We did have those 3 Canadians, the earliest being that 1940, I believe it was, King George the 6th. Haven't found a ton of those that old. They're usually in the early 50s. Did have 6 09s. Nothing special. One possibly I may keep. Did get quite a few 1959s. This one here may be an upgrader. We'll see. Got our 17 wheat cents. Earliest to that box being that 1924. Then we had that 34D. I think we'll both fill spots. The other ones are pretty much more common dates, but happy to have 17 in a box for sure. A few possible album upgraders up here, album upgraders at the top. So happy to have those. And then I was going to bring you in also real quick. These are those 60Ds that I told you about earlier. I told you I'd bring you back in. So there is one. So you can kind of see the difference in the 6 on these. Get these over where we can see them here a little bit better. All right, so here's your 6s. Kind of hard to get together. There we go. You can kind of see that the loop on the 6 here is significantly shorter than up here. I did find a second one here. That is going to be a large date there. That one there is going to be your small date. That 6 hooks up here a lot more on the large date. You can see if you look back at, so you got that one there, and then if you go over to this one, got a lot more of a hook on that 6. So did get a couple 60D small dates also to go with that. Happy to find those. So I'm going to get into box 2. Did pretty well on copper. 3/4 of a cup on copper. Let's go ahead, get into box 2, and we will see what we find. Roll number 1. And we have our first wheat penny already. Box 1. This will be 18 of the hunt. It is one, I believe, that we have found already in the earlier hunt, but we'll definitely take it. We have a 1952 out of Denver. It is a 52. 1952 out of Denver. So definitely take that. Number 18. Roll 2, and we have wheat penny number 2 of the hunt. Number 19 of both between the two boxes. It's number 2 of box 2, 19 of the hunt, sorry. And we have a 1957 out of Philly. Same roll, and we have wheat penny number 3 of this box, box 2. And this will be number 20 of the hunt. And we have another 1951 out of Philly. Roll number 4, wheat penny number 4 of box 2. And this will be number 21 of the hunt. We have a 1941 out of Philly. I will check that for the DDOs. If I find anything, I will bring you back in. Roll 7. And I have got wheat penny number 23 of the hunt. And it is going to be number 5, I believe, of this second box. Probably a newer one based off the back. And it is 1952 Philly. Roll number 9, and we have wheat penny number 23 of the hunt. And number 6 of box 2. And it is going to be a 1944 out of Philly. Roll 12, and we have wheat penny number 24. And it will be number 6 or 7 of this box. This is pretty crazy. I'm losing track. There's so many. Still probably going to be a 50s. And it is a 1956D. We'll take it. And we have a shot at breaking my record. 34 is the most I've ever had in a box. So we might make it. Roll 13. And we have wheat penny number 25 of the hunt. See it peeking out right back here. Probably going to be another newer one. And it is a 1953 out of Denver. Roll 16, and we have wheat penny number 26, way back here towards the back. Yeah, probably still newer, 40s, 50s. And it is a 1956 out of Denver. Roll 26, and we have wheat penny number 27. It is date facing another, lost it, another 56D. I think that is the 6th one of the hunt, but we'll take it. Roll 27, and next to the last penny in this roll, we have another Canadian. It is a 1946, so it will be a King George VI. 2nd one of the hunt, 5th Canadian of the hunt. All right, awesome. Roll 43. I believe this is going to be wheat penny number 29 back here. And this one looks a little more war. Probably something a little older, a little beat up at the top. Ooh, we have a 19... Is that a 1912? Nope, that is going to be a 1918. And I can't tell. I'm thinking that's just damaged, no mint mark. So we got a 1918 Philly. I know we need that for the album. Awesome. See you on the next find. All right, box 2 has been hunted. We're through 100 rolls, and it was a great hunt all in all. Very, very happy with it. Let's see here what we had for finds. We had 7 Canadians, 2 King George VI, which I do not see very often. Definitely be hanging on to those. We had 3, 6, 8, 10 2009s. I think I have one of those I will probably keep. The rest are going back. Did have one 1969S, not the DDO, but I do not find them very much. Very, very rarely do I run across them, so I pulled that aside. We had 13 1959, so they were almost wheat pennies, but not quite. And up here across the top, I have a bunch of possible album upgraders or maybe an addition. So that's pretty exciting. And 28 wheat pennies. That 1918, I think we had a 1924. And this was in the 30s, can't remember. A lot more common dates down this way. But great to have 28 in a 2-box hunt. That's pretty awesome. So let's get the albums pulled out here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead, start getting stuff plugged in. We'll bring you back album by album, give you the totals. And quickly, the copper cup, about 7/8 full, a little bit more than the last box. Did real well on copper in both boxes. So, all right, be back with the first album. All right, we are back with album number 1, which is our 1909 through 1940S. And we're going to have 3 editions. The 1918 is an edition. The 1924 is an edition. And the 1934 will also be an edition. A couple lower mintage ones in here. That 1934D, 28 million. 1924 is 75 million. The 18 is obviously 288 million. But happy to add 3 to the album. Get these plugged in. We'll go ahead, move on to album number 2. All right, book number 2, 1941 through 1974, and we have no additions and no upgrades in this book. So, go ahead, move on to book 3. And book 3, 1975 through 2013, and we will also have no additions, no upgrades. So, we did add to the first book, which is what we really needed. Hoping to get these other ones finished off here soon. So, all in all, it was still a really, really great hunt. A lot of wheat pennies found. I definitely loved them additions, the teens, the 20s, and the 30s. So, that will put us out of the 265 spots between the 3 albums. We're now at 155 spots that are full. So, we're making some good progress. Hopefully, in the next hunt, we can get a few more filled and get a little bit closer. So, appreciate everybody coming along. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next hunt.